Thank you, God, for the opportunity to make another video. Welcome to the MoneyPot Channel. It is your boy Elijah back here in action, and I greatly appreciate you for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here on the MoneyPot Channel, your subscription will be greatly appreciated. Some of the content that we talk about here, cryptocurrency, clearly, world economics, and much, much more. In this video, we are talking about Stellar Lumens XLM. You're going to be getting an understanding of XLM and its creation. You're going to be getting an understanding of the utility that XLM brings to the real world and really how it is so valuable. This is an extremely undervalued cryptocurrency right now, and we got to talk about it. Seriously. We got a lot to talk about in this video, so let's just get into the video. The MoneyPot Channel is a library of educational content created from a biblical perspective. The content provided here on the MoneyPot is designed to improve viewers' knowledge of world economics and events, cryptocurrency, and much more. The information provided here on the MoneyPot is not considered financial advice. Like I said earlier, here on the MoneyPot, we talk about cryptocurrency quite a lot, and XRP does get the most love, but it is deserving that we start talking about XLM, made by Stellar Lumens. XLM is also one of the ISO 20022 cryptocurrencies, and because of that, it gets love from us here on the MoneyPot. It's going to be providing a lot of real-world value to the world, and it is very, very, very similar to XRP, which is what we're going to talk about throughout this video, as well as explaining the real-world value that it does bring. Also, one thing that I love about XLM is that it is easily accessible. You can literally get you some Stellar on Coinbase right now. You can actually get it on Robinhood, which is really a blessing because this is one cryptocurrency that I see definitely taking off in 2023 once we see the foundations of this new financial system start to emerge. All right, so let's jump into talking about what Stellar Lumens is. What is XLM? Stellar Lumens is the digital currency developed by the Stellar Development Foundation. The Lumens network connects banks, payment systems, and people to facilitate low-cost, cross-asset transfers of value and payments. So let's get into talking more about the history of Stellar. So Stellar was actually founded by 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, who was a co-founder of XRP. It makes sense why they have similar functions and why they are both going to be extremely valuable as we move into the digital payments space and into this blockchain era. We can see here on Investopedia that the Stellar project received initial funding from the payment startup Stripe and also received donations from BlackRock, Google, and fast forward. The first two, BlackRock and Google, are multi-billion-dollar companies. BlackRock has $1 trillion in assets under management. BlackRock, we are talking about, owns probably like most of the world, if we're being honest. And then we see in 2018, Stellar, they signed a deal with Transfer2 for cross-border payments to more than 70 nations. And they also were selected as a partner with IBM for a double-pegged stablecoin project. This is serious. We must take note of this because when you have this sort of funding, when you have this sort of backing, as well as partnerships, it is important to take note. Although the Stellar Development Foundation is a nonprofit organization, so it's not for profit, it's important to note the amount of the partners that Stellar Lumens has and the backing that it has, because it shows how much organizations believe in this project, as well as maybe want to have a say in what this project does.
Nathan, call 911.
Are you liking this video?
You like that? You like that?
Well, make sure you like the video and drop a comment while you're at it. I want to see some rocket ships and some moons for when Stellar Lumens is going to the moon. So now that we have a bit of understanding on the formation of Stellar Lumens, let's understand more about what its mission is and what it seeks, what challenge it seeks to provide solutions for. So Stellar's focus is on developing economies in the areas of remittance and bank loans to those who are outside of the scope of the banking services. Stellar has a distributed exchange mode, which allows users to send payments in specific currencies, even though they may hold credits or currencies in another, while the network automatically performs the foreign exchange conversion. Huge amounts of value. I want you to understand that Stellar's focus is on those individuals who are outside of the scope of banking services. That is extremely important to realize because you have so many developing countries and emerging countries and their economies that have individuals, have citizens that do not have access to traditional banking services like we do here in the United States. And we are talking about billions of individuals. Think about all those countries in Africa. Think about all the states in India. Think about those places in Asia and in South America that do not have the access to traditional banking services. We're talking about billions of people here. Millions for sure. Hundreds of millions for sure. Potentially multiple billions of people. And with that being Stellar's focus, that is a huge market share. A huge market share for them to be able to capture. That is why I believe, you see they have early donations from companies like Google and BlackRock. With that being their focus for basically banking the unbanked, there are so many individuals that could utilize Stellar's services. So just like how XRP is, helping central banks and financial institutions move their money across the world for their cross-border payments, XLM is doing very much the same, but more so for individuals. And that's why I believe it is so valuable, because there are so many more individuals than financial institutions, which is important to note. But, let's, for example, you have 100 United States dollars. And with these 100 United States dollars, you're looking to send some money to Nigeria. But you need a way to convert it. And what you can do is have Stellar Lumens as that bridge currency. That's why it has so much value. And this is geared towards individuals, not financial institutions. But they also do serve financial institutions, which makes it all the more valuable. Serious amount of value that XLM is bringing. And that is why it is so similar to XRP.
Mama.
I just want to take a quick break from the action and quote the Migos in their song, Bad and Bougie. We ain't had no old money, but we got a whole lot of new money though. If you're liking this video so far, make sure you drop a like on the video. Look at Stellar versus other cryptos. Now let's take a look at Stellar versus other cryptos. We see XLM transactions use a lot less energy than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And their transactions have lower transaction costs than Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Let's see how it matches up with XRP. Now, one of the main differences with Stellar Lumens and XRP is that XLM has a distributed control similar to Bitcoin, while XRP has a centralized control. Very important to note that. And XLM is a blockchain payment network that is overseen by a nonprofit organization, while XRP is overseen by a for-profit organization. There's a huge difference in understanding those. Now, with XLM being overseen by a nonprofit organization and XRP being overseen by a for-profit organization, it is important to note that and to think about what is driving both of these blockchains forward. XRP is driven by making its shareholders more money. Stellar Lumens XLM is driven by, providing and, completing its mission, which I believe is to bank the unbanked. They both have their initiatives. They both are providing value and utility to the world, which I believe is extremely important to know. So one of the reasons why I am so bullish on XLM is because it is so undervalued. I believe that it is undervalued. So it has a maximum supply of 50 billion coins, and it is less than 10 cents. It's almost at the same price as Dogecoin. But the difference between it and Dogecoin is that Dogecoin has freaking as many coins as it wants. It has no maximum supply, which makes it lose value. But XLM is not only providing real world value, but it's at the same price. I really believe over the long term, XLM is going to surpass Dogecoin by so much. I see that it's undervalued because it's out of the top 20 now. And seriously, its previous all-time high was around, 70 cents. Above that, that is a crazy indication of where it can go, I believe. Because we are yet to see regulatory clarity for, individuals and financial institutions who are mainly Stellar's target market. So once those regulations come, especially here in the United States, it's going to just open up the market for more participants. And I just see Stellar Lumens going to the moon right along with XRP. It's also ISO 20022 compliant. And with that stamp of approval, banks all around the world are moving towards that messaging system. And with that being the case, it's important to have an understanding of those cryptocurrencies and the value that they're going to be providing, especially once all the banks and financial institutions move over to that messaging system. A whole lot of value that XLM is going to be bringing to the world. So in recapping what we talked about here in this video, we talked about the creation of Stellar Lumens, how it was founded by 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, who's also co-founder of XLM. So in recapping what we talked about in this video, we talked about how Stellar Lumens was created by one of the co-founders of XRP, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, and what its focus is with really banking the unbanked. We talked about how it has some major early donations from humongous companies such as BlackRock and Google, and they have a partnership with IBM. And we talked about the utility that XLM brings to the real world, helping individuals and financial institutions send money for their cross-border payments. XLM is extremely undervalued cryptocurrency in my opinion, and I think it's a good crypto to have in your asset portfolio. Not financial advice, by the way. But I hope that you were able to find this video informational and realizing that this accessible cryptocurrency is a great cryptocurrency to have in your asset portfolio, especially as we continue to move towards the emergence of this new financial system that is coming. It is coming. Realize that it is coming. Please. Like, dislike, share, subscribe, do what you do, but I appreciate you. And until next video, stay blessed, stay healthy, stay prayed up. Peace.
Hey,